This farm seems to be crawling with reptiles. Practically every tree has something, and there's so many different species.
Panther! It's a panther! Come here, mate. Have a look at this! It's a dead-set panther. Panther by name, it's because they get really, really grumpy. Look at the colours of it. When they get into territorial conflicts, panthers will fight to the death. Have a look at this for a head. You can see his casque, his helmet. He's got these projections coming up there, really solid cranium. And those eyes, see his eyes there? Check them out. And they're just, if I zoom over here, look at this, he's just flicking them around. See how the only bit that comes out of that skin is his pupil. Unlike my eye, where my pupil's right in the... Hey! He's gonna bite me on the nose. I see you. Hey! Ow, 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 ow. Go. Oh, that wasn't very neighbourly of him. Can't say I blame you, though. You're upset. I can see that. Have a look at his eyes. See his eyes there? They're like little gun turrets of skin. And so he can swing around at 180 degrees both sides of his head. And when they line up like this, head on, they locate an insect. They've got stereoscopical vision. They'll determine what distance it is and whoom, throw that tongue out, whack it, and swallow it down. I see your big mouth. Look, there's my big mouth too. Come on, mate, back to your tree.
It's amazing how so many variations of the one family of reptiles developed in one place. A different species evolved and adapted to every slightly different environment in Madagascar. Driving rundown cars on very basic roads has its advantages.
Another one. They're everywhere.
You have to travel slowly, and that means you can spot more wildlife, including the little blokes who wander out on the road.
Ow, ow, look at this. Ah, and it's a panther. You can see that real distinct stripe coming back. Ah, an attitude. Mate, they've got an attitude. Look, mate, look what was, ouch, ow. Look at this car coming here. You know, they don't come onto the ground very often. When they do, they're in a high-risk category of getting run over by vehicles. Hey, ow, ow. Naughty little lizard, I just saved your life. Hey, ow. Crikey, they're naughty. Hey!
Those panthers were the most aggressive chameleons we found anywhere in Madagascar. We're now moving into the Ankarana region, a part of the country with concealed environments and hidden dangers. It's time to get off the bad roads and onto the worst roads. And finally, no road at all, just rutted tracks and a long walk to a treacherous labyrinth of caves and underground rivers. These dry forests are great homes for reptiles, and it isn't long before we encounter a real speedster.
Snake. Hey. What a glorious snake. Looks like another colubrid species. And he's coming out of this cave. Look at those longitudinal black bands that go down his entire body, all the way to his head. I've got no idea of knowing what it is, but he's a beautiful snake. Probably a frog eater. And you can see those lumps in its belly there. And this one here, see this one on the side there? That is a parasite from eating frogs. It's subcutaneous, it gets underneath the scales. So this little snake would have been down here inside the cave picking off the frogs that are in the cool retreat. Away you go, mate. Here you go.
While the snake slithers safely away, we're heading to where he came from, a series of limestone caves with underground rivers. They run for miles with a confusing maze of twisting side passages. And hiding deep inside are predators, Nile crocodiles that lurk in pitch-black ponds.
Look at this. Have a look at this. Tail marks and feet. You can see the size of that foot. There's feet marks and tail marks going through here. This is the entrance of the cave. So they come out here, maybe gain a bit of UV light. Any animals that can't tolerate the complete darkness would be out here. They'd maybe even come out here and get a feed and pick off any nocturnal species, like if a mouse lemur or a sportive lemur comes down here for a drink. But you can see this, it's like a little highway. Crocodile marks right at the entrance. This is a good start.
In the wet season, raging floods race through the passages, and weird limestone shapes are formed by the slow drip of water in the dry months, but it's always wet enough for crocodiles.
Here's a slide right here. And what they do is they just slide through from waterhole to waterhole, feeding on fish. See that one there? Here we go. Look it. I'm gonna see if I can grab it.
It's only a young one, so I'm able to take the risk, slide into the cavern, and see if I can get a good grab on it. Here we go. He's getting into an area where I can grab him. Yes!
Come on, little fella. Oh, you're all right. You're all right. You're okay. You're okay. Oh, listen. You're okay, little fella. Whew. So this is Crocodilus niloticus. They've kind of evolved to be their own separate population. They're not exactly another species, however they are another population. But you can see he's in perfect condition. Look how fat his tail is. Look at that. That's about as robust as you could get without bursting. Really fat. And look at those teeth. Oh, nice big teeth. See that? That's a great demonstration of just how healthy he is. Have a look down inside his mouth. See this? That's a modified tongue. So when he goes underwater, he pushes that up like that, and that's called the palatal valve. You can hear how it cuts off the air. And then when he comes back up, he can pull that out. He'll cruise along under the water with the valve up in his throat so he doesn't take in any water at all. Breathe through his nose, pull under, locate a fish, whack, hit it, come back up, valve opens up, toss it down. They're an endangered population. They're on the way out. They're on the verge of extinction. And if anyone else had to grab this croc, of course, they'd have killed him and skinned him for his belly skin. Okay, mate, I'll put you back into your little cabin. Come on, man.
In the wet season, this river would be a raging torrent and the caves would be unapproachable. Let's head for the high ground above the caves into the dry savannah to search for more reptiles of the lost continent.
It's promising country for the Ustalitz chameleon.
Hi, little fella. I tell you what, the Ustalets are really common through this savannah. It's a real dry savannah, but it's more the natural habitat of this species. There's two of them. This one's a little boy one, and he's orange. And here's a little girl one. Come here, mate. Have a look at this. A boy, although he's only a small one, and a female. Look at the variation in colour. Jump on my head. Chameleon courtship doesn't really exist. What happens is the female will display her readiness for mating colours. This little girl, she's bright green. Look at that real emerald green. And perhaps that's her mating colours. And so if she's receptive for mating, the male will spot that, and if he can beat the other males, he'll come in on her, and there's no such thing as courtship. He'll just zoom in, get over the top of her, overpower her, and then mating will take place. And I don't reckon that this little male would have a chance with mating with this female. Oh, look at her watching him. She doesn't like the look of him. How's this? This place is prolific with chameleons. It's another female Ustalets. Have a look at this. She's trying to look like a stick. Look at the way she sways to and fro. She's trying to mimic the sticks. And when they go like that, they'll actually wait for the wind. And so she looks like she's part of the tree, part of the branches, part of the foliage as she moves.